Hello, it's Catherine from my hillside garden. It's been about 4 days since I put the Bokashi bucket into my cabinet, and I have some more things I want to add in. So I thought I'd bring you along, that way you could get my first impression on if there's a smell going on or not. I did notice I have opened the spigot each day at least once, tipped the bucket forward. No liquid has come out yet, but it is a pretty strong smell of because of all the brassicas. So that's about all that I've smelled so far. It's a little bit of a tight fit getting it in and out of my cabinet. So there we go. And it's a little bit easier to open. I think that might have been that way because just a strong brassica smell, nothing horrible. I think the lid was so tight the other day because it was cold and it came through the mail. I did save some of the things that we've been from dinner and such. And I have a couple tea bags I'm going to put in here. I'm not taking that layer. I hope that's not going to ruin anything, but I had put that layer of paper in there, so I'm just leaving that there as kind of a little bit of a barrier. And then, and I probably should have put Bokashi in before I started putting this old celery and such in, or lettuce rather. So let's see. And still, it's more or less just a brassica smell. I'm going to put these, put the paper towels in there too. I don't think that'll hurt at all. And those could be the cover. I'll have to put the Bokashi in first. Got to remember to do that. So let's get that tossed around a little bit. And put the Bokashi in. And again, I'm using the 1/3 cup as my handful, and I'm putting a nice layer in there. Okay, so I've put the Bokashi in. I'm going to smash it down pretty well. I spread it around, and I did not chop any of this up. There was a little bit of lentil salad that we had, and a couple of eggshells, the tea bags, and mostly the lettuce. So now what I'll do, I'm going to wipe this off of there because it seems like a lot of it stuck to the handle of that. We're just going to put these back in over the top. And I'll smush them down again just to be sure, because remember, it's an anaerobic environment, so you want as little air as possible. You want as little air as possible. I'm going to close this back up this time. Put that in there. Okay. As little as 3 minutes to take care of this. And it's, like I said, it's been about 3 days. Today is Monday, April 2nd. And I just wanted to show you, I've emptied some fluid out of the Bokashi bucket once this weekend, so we're going to do it again today. And I found this little container that fits under there nice, so I don't even have to take it out of the cabinet. And I'm just going to turn that, and then just very little drips out. I'll bring it in closer so you could see. Very little liquid has dripped out yet, but I am planning to add to the bucket today, so I will also do I will also drain afterwards, because then I'll be smushing everything down again. Let's get this open so we can add our next batch of food. Still just smells like brassica. It's not really bad or really offensive, which is a good thing. This time I'm going to remember to put some of, excuse me, some of the Bokashi down first on top. I forgot to do that the last time to add our layer. And I had saved some things in this on the kitchen counter, just some things from the weekend when I was doing the dishes. Got a couple more paper towels. Put them in there. And then we had lots of vegetables, as you can see, and a lentil salad. That was clean off from the plates. So we'll just spread this around a bit. We're going to smash it down. So that way we get all the air out. It's very important. I must mention it every time because I don't want to forget about it. Alright. And we're going to put our trusty handful back in there. And I have another piece of brown craft paper that I'm going to put over the top. But there really isn't much of a smell at all. Just going to put that across the top. Try and help seal to keep that air out as best as possible. This has been going about a week, and the level is maybe a third of the way up the bucket, so you can get a lot of food in here. Now remember, at the bottom, that's where that reservoir is, so it isn't even though the container is as deep as a 5-gallon pail, and it says its capacity is 5 gallons, it's not the full depth because you have that reservoir at the bottom. Till next time. On goes the lid. And this lid really hasn't been that bad. And then I try to burp it if I can. Okay. Do the little Tupperware burp thing at the end. Just because that lid is a little bit flexible.